time I saw myself in a book, I must have been in 8th grade. I read every book I can get my hands on as a child. I spent all my time in the library, but all the books that I read were by white authors. I read Joanna Hurwitz and Judy Blume and completely devoured the Sweet Valley High girls. But in 8th grade, my dad noticed how much I was loving to read books, and he took me to a Black bookstore in Philadelphia called Hakim's Bookstore. It was the first time that I had the experience of actually encountering books by Black people on the cover of the book, Black authors. And he told me to get whatever I wanted. And I remember kind of going through each book and taking my time and wanting to make sure I made the right choice. I selected The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison and the autobiography of Malcolm X. And both books changed my life profusely in different ways, but they had a major impact on me. In high school, I remember starting to read Maya Angelou, and I went through her autobiography books. A friend of mine would be so upset with me because I was so into these books. I mean, I literally could not put them down. She would hide my books from me. She would steal them so that I would jump double dutch as opposed to reading. So I would have to read in hiding. And when I got to maybe 12th grade, I received a copy of Mama by Terry McMillan. And I would have to say that is the book where I most identified with. That was the time that I saw myself on the page. Frida was unlike any other character that I had ever read before. I could see our lives sort of parallel. She was the oldest child. I was the oldest child. You know, she had a single parent household. I did. There was a lot of responsibility that I felt as the oldest child. And so I could really identify with her story and see myself. And when she moved to California and kind of broke out of the web of her family, I felt that sense that I could do it too. For her, it was California. For me, it was New York. But that was the book that really, really changed my life. And it's the only book that I ever read twice. I was so deeply touched by the book that I had to read it a second time.